Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. It's caught with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down, run with Barkley. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, but that's 2nd and 11. No, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Rob.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
That's one of those areas where a QB took a risk, and he nearly paid for it in the costliest way imaginable. You don't just lob it into the end zone unless you're sure your guy can go up and get it.
So they dodge an opening drive turnover, but this drive could stall out if they don't convert here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. On 1st down, Jackson flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be hit and sent out after about a gain of 1, 2 yards there.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Big gain, 14 on the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This one's set up for Lamar. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7, Browns nothing. Tiger Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Check smash. Let's go. Ready.
First down, play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. Back to throw now. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31.
11-yard pickup leads to 3rd and 6.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. There's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's keeping it himself on the 3rd down option. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defense linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon. who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Throwing again is Lamar. He's got it at the 5. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Back to throw. Taking a shot deep here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kicked off by Chidobe Awuzie. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not if series are going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's second and 13. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. We'll be back to Baltimore in just a bit. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. From the gun, Jackson. This is thrown towards a defender instead, man. He's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down. We've set it downs from the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
There's one left for Lamar. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Jackson's going to keep it again. Gets to the 10. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His third total score of this game. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
From his own end zone, here we go. Jukes away from one. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
McCall Hardman on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play. Short, loose, incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They send a man in motion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. The Browns are lined up to punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin his drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Blitz coming, Lamar. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. He's on up here for Lamar. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
He brings it in. That play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Here's Lamar. Caught out wide. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
To kick off for Baltimore.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go. 65.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Will take over deep in enemy territory. He's out inside the 30 on the INT.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
And he's brought down after a short game.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Jackson now on 3rd. The left side come by Andrews. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle. On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke. They're trying this field goal for the Ravens. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. Luke knocks it through. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love a field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. On him quick, and they bring him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. He's dropping back to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bob. Ready?
Rolling from the gun here. One pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Feet nines, Kate. Feet nines. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nines move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's out of bounds just before the sticks, Brock. And they're going to turn it over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
A design run. Jackson keeping it. And he's going to wind up out of bounds a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, Brock. So they're going to be looking to make up some ground here on 2nd down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Finds him over the middle. And how about this, Brock. They gain 11 on second down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
He'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Headed out right. He's running with it. And they take this in for the score. The Ravens butt racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens continue piling onto this lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Back to 60.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Go right side, caught by Fanning. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down, Cleveland.
Okay, ready?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Hey, smash Broncos. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Really safe to say is that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not at the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that. Check that. Go.
They're going to try and throw it here. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Looking quickly here.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's...
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pound that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line.
Take it. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
I got him, baby. I got a shot.
He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Buying some time right. Finds him on the crossing route. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain and the chains moving too. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Come on.
1st down, play action. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here.
Get it. Cover 19. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Now the PAT try coming up. And he shaped that one to the right. It is no good. Probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
48-yard line.
Straight ahead. Here's Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Easy,
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Go get him, go get him.
They'll pitch it to Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
180.
Jackson keeping it himself. And they'll pitch it out to him. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. It's going to be 2nd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Motion, motion, motion.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And they get this down to the 28. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Dropped by the 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Lamar now from the gun. And he sure gave us all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Hey. Motion, motion, motion. Alpha, sit on. 180. Go ahead. Go ahead.
On the draw, it's Barkley. Trying to catch him with a draw. It does not work. Send it backwards. Now they're left with a 4th down to figure out. Tyler Lue back for the Ravens to attempt this field goal. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Oops, knocks it through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. But that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Browns.
Ready, ready?
Throwing from the gun. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of the main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
A gain of 16 yards.
Still sticking with the passing game. Going to let this one fly deep downfield. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
The Browns continuing to fight it loose. Kicking team out to try the extra points. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Ravens 41. Browns 13.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey, movement. 180.
Now Jackson off the play action. Gets it to his fullback. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Hey, sit hot. 180. Hey.
Barkley off the pistol again. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Standing on the board. Sit hot. 180.
From the gun, Jackson. Andrews has it, working downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens continue adding on to that lead.
48. Browns 13.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return, the Browns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Go. Here we go. Set. 50 by. Go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Offensive line fast.
And the Browns first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cleveland.
Ready.
Pass play on first and 10. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Offense in a hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Passing now on second and 10. Complete out to the right side. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
On the ready.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Ready.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Hey, check that street. Let's go now. Liking, 18.
Desperation time here. Look at that power, deep left side. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it. Stakes at the turnover on down. Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. This one set up for Lamar. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Taken down by
Kate, I think we're seeing the exact same thing. That look of exasperation on the coach's face. You can't afford to take a loss like that, especially on calls that normally work.
Browns rolling out 6 DBs. 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. He's going for it himself. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Play fake. Jackson vacates quickly left side. And the Browns get there and take him down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Barkley trying this up the gut. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
This may be one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over.
He's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens throwing 6 more on the blowout. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens tack on 7 more to their lead.
Browns 13.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
McCole Hardman on the return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 30-yard line.
60 by 6.
Second down, looking for options. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 7 yards. It's third down. Third and 9.
Throw here, third down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Feels this clean at the 30. That'll be the first and more. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
The 35-yard line.
He's running up for Lamar. And gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
Okay, why do I think right now his fullback heads to the sideline after that call? The lobbying begins. Give me the rock. Fullbacks don't normally get a ton of carries, but they also typically don't get plays like that.
And he'll get them enough for a first down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore.
It's a gain of 2.
Ravens looking at a 3-0 start to the season.
First down.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
3-yard line.
They go to Barkley again. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Not a bad play by any means. There's room for more. They know it.
Brings up second
After the
and
3-yard
7.
pickup, it's second and 7. Now Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with third down and 5. Setting up for the kneel down on third. One drawn up here for Lamar. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. A design run. Jackson keeping it. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Come on.
Airing it out to start this drive. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
First down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Bring this to the line.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So it ends as a win for the Ravens.